Say hello to my virtual academy third and fourth graders. Hope everything is going well for you. These are the art updates for January 20th, 2021. We're almost at the halfway point of the school year. It's actually just in a couple of days. So we've made it halfway. All right. Congratulations. Good on you. Just some notes for this week for our art updates, which is just keep the old projects coming in. All right, with some new friends coming in, you do not have to do the old projects. Remember, my new friends who have joined, you only have to start at the popping hand project. All right, this new one that we started. Part 1 was last week. This week is going to be adding in the color. And that's going to be dropping right along with this, so make sure you check that one out. The old projects, I'm still having some people having difficulty with the reflection project, which was, I told you in the video and the document, please, out of all the projects that you did, you choose one project and you must tell me why you chose that project. Some of you just put the one that you picked, like Rainbow in a Box. What about Rainbow in a Box that you picked? So if you're just putting the title of the project, that's awesome. That's a good start. But where's the rest? So that's why I'm sending it back to many of you. You have to tell me why you chose the one you did, and also tell me the one that you chose. So if you chose Rainbow in a Box, you might say, I like the open creativity of Rainbow in a Box, that I was able to pick how it got into the box. That's why it was my favorite. You need to explain it a little bit more. Some of you have not done that. Make sure that you get to it, all right? The next thing, the first part of the popping hand. I can tell some of you are just looking at my document instead of watching the video because your drawings are needing some work. All right, the video explained and showed everything. Yes, the videos might be long, but again, that's exactly how I would show it in my class. So you need to be going with the video and don't just rely on the pictures in the document to get you there. That is just a helpful guide to see at certain points from the video. So if anything, open up the video and work with the video up to a certain point, then pause the video and work to that spot, and then play the video and continue to watch, and then pause it again and work with the video. That's why I give it to you. And that's why in the classroom I'd be doing the same thing. We work a little bit, I would show you, you would work on that little part, and then we'd all come back together and figure out what's coming up next. And then I would show you, you'd work a little bit, and then you'd come back, or else we would get some feedback from other students, but we don't have that capability doing the virtual stuff. So please make sure that you are watching the videos. They give the whole lesson. All right, there's no reason. And a couple of you actually colored in your popping hand. I did not tell you to color it in. So again, you guys are just jumping past my instructions. Stay with me. When I tell you to stop after drawing, please stop. So some of you, I'm asking you to redo it from the beginning. Stick with me. Do not jump ahead, please. It's getting a little frustrating because I happen to be saying like the same thing over and over again, and we are now halfway through the school year, and I keep saying the same things over and over again. When I instruct you to stop at a certain point of a project, that's exactly what you need to do. From here on out, if I see that somebody's advancing on something, I'm going to tell you to restart it from the beginning of part 1 or part 2 or whatever it may have been. Stick with me. Don't jump ahead, please. Okay? The cardboard project, I started to work on a few of them, and unfortunately one of them really fell apart because it was very difficult to make, so I need to redo part of that. So that should be coming up here in the next 2 or 3 weeks. We're probably going to do a cardboard 3D building project, so keep getting some cardboard with you guys, or like cereal or cracker boxes or something that's a little bit more sturdy than just plain old paper. All right, toilet paper tubes can be helpful as well. Paper towel tubes, those can be things that you can collect and use too. But the project I wanted to do kind of fell apart. I needed to have some extra stuff with it, and it just would not have worked very well. So I'm going to change it and adapt it and bring it back and see if I can try it again and see if you guys can pull that one off. But that's not going to be for a while. All right. The other thing is now part 2 is going to drop for popping hand, which actually is the color. And you're going to see in the document, there is no step-by-step instructions on how to do it. You are adding color. We have added color into lots of things. It can be very simple, basic coloring, or I have some advanced techniques that you can do as well. So I'm just going to give you a picture of my finished project. Now, don't just copy mine. I'm giving you it as an idea of what you can do, and I give you some choice on what you can do. All right, if you really want a challenge, I'm going to talk about what you can do to give yourself a little bit more of a challenge so you can work on those skills. And some of you can do that quite well. Others, I know, are just going to take the easy way and just color it very lightly, which is fine, but it just might not have the look that you might have wanted in your head going into the project. So you have a couple of different choices, so make sure that you watch the video for that. It's very important. And I actually had a blast coloring in the popping hand, even with the different ways that I did it. All right, so there really isn't too much more for our art updates for this week. I just want you guys to keep working really hard, get your stuff in. I'm getting the report cards all finalized as well, so those should be coming out pretty soon. So those of you who have been keeping up with everything, maybe you missed a project or two, you're still doing awesome. Those of you who have missed a whole bunch, I'm sorry, those projects are now archived. Stick with the ones that we have. Starting a new semester soon. Stick with me, and let's boost up those scores and grades that may have fallen a little bit because you didn't want to get your stuff done. All right? So stick with me. We'll be all good. Otherwise, good luck on Popping Hand Part 2 with the coloring. You have a lot of creative freedom with this one, so I can't wait to see what some of you guys come up with. Take your time. Do a great job. I'm excited to see the end result of this because mine turned out really well. I hope yours does too. All right? So for everybody, have a great week this week. I'll talk to you guys next week, and good luck on Popping Hand Part 2.